Good morning all, hope you're doing well. COT data video for the 17th of October 2022 for the week coming. So they really bought the Euro FX contracts, banks and institutions. However, we saw a reduction of the volume. So we're going to potentially have a Euro USD sell signal. See if we had one here and look at the price of the FX pair. And we really did fall, we tumbled and we broke parity. So it looks like we're going to have potentially a Euro USD sell setup coming up next week where we are going to have a cross. All right, so that's of note. So be careful there. We'll look at yen and slight tick higher, ever so slight, 82.78. So 3,000 contracts, just quite subtle. It's not going in free fall. And we've got that support. Okay, so let's take Euro off. So be careful with the Euro USD. We'll look at Aussie. Aussie tick down. We are negative still. We're below zero. So yeah, nothing really to be said there. There's no cross. I'll take Aussie off. Look at pound. It was in free fall last week and it rose. Okay, so 2 weeks prior, sorry, it was in free fall. So yeah, they bought it 49 to 40, so it's quite a big shift in banks positioning on the pound. So you want to be careful there, and be careful with the pound because of our sentiment as well. And the currently retail guys are getting paid on their pound exposure. No cross there, so there isn't anything to be taken from that. Just note that they have bought the pound. Okay. CAD. Whoa, wow, okay. Oh, it's a massive sell-off. Holy moly. Okay, so that was I did think about a month ago we were going to get a cross here from CAD and USD, but no, they sold the CAD quite strongly. So we're negative, and we're more negative than we were last week. So that's of note. Look at gold quickly. Yeah, so I don't know how legit this is. So we tried to make a comeback here, but obviously a dead cat bounce. We didn't make a V. They did make like an inverted head and shoulders, and we're going to probably do a similar thing where it's going to try to come up, but it's probably going to end up selling off. And if we go below zero, that'll be the first time I've seen it go below zero since I've been studying COT data. So that will be of note. If we break zero, then down will come on gold. So that's that. Let's take gold off, and then we'll look at Kiwi, and then I think it's just going to be sideways. Not Mexican peso. Look at how choppy the peso is. Put that off. Put on Kiwi. And this is going to be quite contained. Selling, it's quite bearish. We're below zero, and they have sold it. But we're still within these parameters, aren't we? We're quite range bound. Break that, minus 19,000, then that will be quite bearish. So next week, or this week, will be important. And when the COT data comes out for Kiwi, we'll have to wait and see. So if we break that support, it could be quite bearish. I'm quite glad I don't trade the peso. That looked quite horrible. And then franc, and then we're done. Contained and range bound, so there isn't anything to be said there. There's no cross from the yen or the dollar, so be careful with the gold. I think it looks like it's going to fall, and be careful with the Euro USD because we're going to potentially have a sell set up next week, and technically we're quite bearish on the Euro USD anyway. Be careful with the pound. Obviously there's lots of stuff going on fundamentally speaking. Be careful with the yen, because we've got that BOJ intervention. It's going to be looming within probably the next 24 hours, 48 hours potentially. So trade carefully, and hopefully helpful, and I'll speak to you soon.